afternoon. We are going to talk about modern materials. Our team is composed by Ivanna Alvarado, César Espinosa, Francisco Gómez, Alejandra Guerra, and Edith Eufracio.
Elements involved in the development of the new materials. High-density polyethylene is made of carbon, hydrogen, and nitrogen. Ethylene, being like teeth, is made of carbon and hydrogen. And acrylate butane is made of carbon and hydrogen. Area in which high-density polyethylene is used. Well, it's used in manufacture of containers, caps, and closures. Another big volume is model housewares and toys, like this. Area in which ethylene vinyl acetate is used. Well, it's used in hot melt adhesives like this, medicine, foam, like this one, selling plugs and gaskets, safety glass, and covering. Area in which ABS is used. Well, it's used in automotive, toys, electronics, 3D printings, musical instruments, and heavy folders.
High-density polyethylene is a polyethylene thermoplastic made from petroleum. The initials of this material is HPDE, known for its large strength to density or ratio, from 0.93 to 0.97. So the difference in strength exceeds the difference in density, giving HPDE a higher specific strength. The application is swimming pool installation. It can be recycled for wall-mounted lamp and 3D printer filament. This is the most important application of this material. Okay, ethylene vinyl acetate. This material is a polymer conformed by repetitive units of ethylene and vinyl acetate. The polymerization process is similar in the one of polyethylene. Applications. The same of the application of the vinyl acetate are soles and shoes and footwear. The ABS is made by thermopolymer made by polymerizing styrene and acrylene acetate. The proportions can vary for 15% to 35% and 5 to 35 for 30% butadiene and 40 to 60% the styrene. The application of this material, in generally, we can apply this material in the automobile bumper bars.
Main characteristics of these materials. Okay, high density polyethylene. It has some physical and chemical properties. And the physical properties are tensile strength, nut-shed impact strength, thermal coefficient of expansion, max continuous use temperature, the melting point that is around 126 degrees Celsius, and the density. In the chemical properties are that it's an excellent chemical resistance, it is crystalline, samples do not dissolve at room temperature, it can be dissolved at elevated temperature, and it burns slowly with a blue flame. Ethylene vinyl acetate. Its main characteristics are that it's easy to paste, it's easy to cut, it is easy to paint, it has low water absorption, it is washable, it is not toxic, it is very light, it can be recycled or incinerated. The most important mechanical properties of ABS are the impact resistance and toughness, are resistant to aqueous acids. They are soluble in esters, ketones, ethylene chloride, and acetone. They also have electrical properties. ABS is flammable when it is exposed to high temperatures. They can be recycled, and although it is not accepted by all recycling facilities.
In the polymer HDPE, there are advantages and disadvantages. The advantage, we have food contact acceptable, good processability, copolymer, high stress crack resist, antioxidant, low density, high density, almost, and good impact resistance and good toughness. And in disadvantage, we have high thermal expansion, poor wearing resistance, subject to stress cracking, difficult to bond, flammable, and poor temperature capability, low strength and stiffness. Okay, and if you analyze it, we have advantage and disadvantage too. In advantage, we have an excellent heat seal strength, good flexibility, low temperature performance. In disadvantage, we have poor tensible strength, low resistance to heat reformation, poor chemical resistance, and barrier properties. We have here an image that shows us the structure of the ethyl vinyl acetate. And now, in the ABS, we have also advantage and disadvantage. In advantage, we have flame retardant, heat resistance that is high, impact resistance that is good, processability, compliant, general purpose, flow, good, and height. Okay? And disadvantage, we have limit wearing resistance, moderate heat, moisture, and chemical resistance, and a relatively high cost, flammable with high smoke generation.
As a team, we conclude that chemistry is very important in our daily life because even if we don't notice, it's everywhere, and more because these new materials that help us to have an easier life.